Greetings, community, and welcome to Entropy Comics and another edition of Kevin's most anticipated reads today, for New Comic Book Day, 12/10/2025. It's great to be here. It's great to be alive. I appreciate each and every single one of you that cruise on through. I truly do. I got my computer. Everything's up and running. There is some growing pains. Things are not quite syncing up, but hey, we're going to get there. We're going to get there soon. I got a couple of neat little additions that I'm going to do, trying to learn some techie stuff. And I look forward to next week when I go ahead and try to apply those things. Now let's go ahead and start off and talk about some books, starting off with Image Comics. Image is going to start us with the book I've been looking for quite some time, and many people are now jumping on board, Geiger, issue number 19. Geiger has proved itself, along with the rest of the Ghost Machine universe and all its titles, to be a champion out there amongst many of the books that have seemed to not last quite as long as issue 19. Geiger set this whole thing off. It is a story of an individual that was basically trying to preserve himself and his family from a nuclear fallout war situation. And though he did protect them, he protected them for a little bit longer than he really intended to. Situation didn't turn out quite as he anticipated. He now absorbs radioactive energy in a post-apocalyptic era. Geiger is truly an amazing story. It's the first of the universe that Jeff Johns started in this Ghost Machine universe, and as I stated before, is magnificent in its telling, its art. It's just really enjoyable. Highly recommended. Truly, I'm enjoying this all the way through into its third arc now, and I can't get enough. Just saying. So I'm looking forward to it. Though I missed out my most anticipated reads, it's up on the top. It's near up on the top. It's just short of. Swear, it just missed. Moving on from that, let's talk about Transformers issue number 27. Damn, now that we got Kirkman writing this thing, this is the way it progressed in its evolutionary state of when it's first telling was interesting because it got depth into a lot of characters that were being introduced to us, and it gave us a deeper understanding of the individual characters that were going to play a part in this Energon universe. Kirkman seems to go ahead and just, now that you've established a good portion of these characters and you know the direction of the story is going, he's throwing melee everywhere, and I'm digging it. I only got to read issue number 25. I really liked how the transition went from where we got to know and understand the birth and the overall objective of the Transformers, per se. We now get to see them at full throttle, starting to go at it, and it's awesome. This is what I enjoy as a kid, older kid, when I was watching Transformers, and I can't get enough now. Let's move out from Image and cruise over to IDW and talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 13. Here we are, starting with a whole new writing team, whole new art team, whole new direction, I guess. We established the two arcs with getting to know how these individuals had fallen away from one another, getting back together, understanding their value to one another. And now that they've exonerated themselves from being persecuted in a most unique way, they now have to go after the villains that started this whole, how should we say, litigation against them, along with the whole fallout of the whole city. And now that they got the city backing them, I'm interested to see what this team does, not only with the writing, with the art, with the direction of these characters, and how they're going to go ahead. And Aaron was just killing it. Think that they're going to go ahead and just piggyback off of what he did. I am curious. So I ended up getting a couple blind bags. I did get a couple cover A, and we'll see how this story turns out to be. Just saying. If you're a Turtle fan, I'm sure, like me, you're looking forward to issue number 13. Coming out on 12/10/2025. Let's cruise out from IDW, cruise over to Marvel Studios, and then give us our last few books. Starting off with the all-new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider issue number 5. I truly believe that what this is a penultimate to, I don't see anything happening with her after issue 6. I've really been enjoying all these series. I was trying to dump reading this Gwen Stacy. Every time when I say I'm not going to pick up the book, I see it on the shelf. I tend to flip through it. Then I say, why not? Next thing you know, I'm ordering the whole series. I've been doing that for the past 3 years. And it keeps hooking me right back in there. It's been an enjoyable series. It's been interesting to see how her suit rebelled, and now she's dealing with understanding who she is without it, understanding who she is while she was with it, and understanding what her enemy is and how to defeat it. So I've really been digging this story of Gwen Stacy, and I'm curious of where it goes from here. Let's move out from All New Spider, Gwen, Ghost Spider, issue number 5, and cruise over to Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 17. Here we get a new character, this like foreteller, this seer of some sort. I don't know. What I do know is I've been enjoying the series so far. It's been kind of funny when you think about, I'm going to hit you so hard that you're going to go, I'm going to knock you off this planet. That's precisely what Hellgate did to Spider-Man. Is he hit him so hard he kind of, I guess, knocked him right off the planet. I'm not quite certain how that happened. Though what we do is we did get an arc with Spider-Man augmenting himself, finding out who he is again, to his meaning to the world, himself, Mary Jane, all that as we normally see him go through. Plus this whole new suit that he's darning, which is actually a living thing that really wants nothing to do with him, but is aiding him nonetheless. Yeah, I really been digging it. It's kind of cool. Can't wait till he gets back on Earth and shows us what he's gained in this whole, I don't know what you want to call it. He's been definitely been tested. He's been tried. Let's see if he's now measuring up and to his weights to deal with Hellgate. Let's move out from Amazing Spider-Man issue number 17 and cruise over to the end, issue 2099 of 1, meaning the end, 2099, issue number 1. This is supposed to be it. This is, I think, really what it is, being that we're getting so close to the year 2099, they're just going to go ahead and go, we're going to go to 3099 and go ahead and make that the new line that they're going to deal with. I am a fan of the 2099 stuff. I bought it all back in the day when it first came out, early 90s, when we had the Hulk and all that other stuff. I thought it was kind of cool. And being that at the time when I was a young kid, I thought it was so far off that, yeah, I could see it. Now that we're getting close, I don't think that reality is going to transpire, and it's easy to see a whole 3099 as far as a new storyline. And I'm interested to see how they're going to go ahead and if this is truly it and the storyline of 2099. Just saying. So that's it. The end of 2099, issue number 1 coming out on 10, 12, 12, 10, 2000. I'm tired. I've been working a long day. And on a Wednesday. Let's cruise from the end, 2099, over to Spirits of Violence, issue number 3. Now, this is a story that I really been enjoying, and I really dig Sabir Pirzada's writing. He writes some cool stuff. When he writes with Iman Vellani, he does all the Ms. Marvel stuff. When he writes on his own, he's been of late either writing horror or, in the case of Spirits of Violence and Ghost Rider stuff, he's been writing the Ghost Rider stuff for almost 2 years now. This is a story that's been going on for quite some time. We kind of knew who the individual was. If you're reading the past story arc of the Ghost Rider series that was leading up to the Spirits of Vengeance, you knew who the character was. I don't want to spoil it. Everyone knows who it is. But anyways, now that we're getting this relationship and understanding of how they're trying to deal with one another, Danny really thinks that he can still reach out and touch base with this individual on a deeper level, personal level. It's not quite working out the way he wanted, and he's taking a beating, just saying. So I can't wait to get into issue number 3, Spirits of Violence. Dude, Las Christmas, how you do? Appreciate you being here. New computer, new everything. Phone's not quite syncing up. We've got to make that happen. But hey, look, new computer. Just saying. Appreciate you being here. First guest on my new stuff. Let's move out from Spirits of Violence, issue number 3, and talk about Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 23. This is another penultimate issue coming out. Here we are with issue number 23. We're 2 years deep. I've been enjoying the series. It started off with just like a steamroller, just rolling on everyone that was picking it up. Everyone thought it was the greatest thing. Here we are coming to a crescendo in some regards, and we are getting a deep understanding of what this is all leading to. It was kind of cool to see that son of Iron Man, we got the Iron Lad. He was making this proclamation all over on these satellites, and everyone was getting it, and everyone's looking at one another like, hey, is this our moment? Is this our sign? Is this it? Yeah. Yes, it is. I can't wait. The Ultimate Universe is coming to an ultimate, crescendo. I don't know what to say more. This is something I've been anticipating for almost 2 years. I know I used a 2-year gig twice now. I just really been enjoying everything that's been surrounding this whole Ultimate Universe. It's come across well. I've been picking up almost everything. Everything has been delivering a very comprehensive storyline that's really been allowing me to get immersed with a lot of not only of the story, but the characters themselves. Digging it. Can't get enough. Almost sad to see it go away. But it's leading to an ultimate, a gig. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Moving out from Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 23, and let's cruise over to the Ultimate Wolverine, issue number 12. We got 14 issues on Wolverine, and it will be done. I can't wait. I just got to reading issue, 11? And where this is going is freaking awesome. Like I said, I really been digging this Ultimate Universe, how it's been just written, and it seems like everyone's touching base, because it seems like every time an issue comes out, they are just using each other's shoulders to stand on to build upon this storyline that's just been immense. It's just awesome. It's ultimate. I'm just saying. So Ultimate Wolverine has been really, truly a pleasure to read, because it's been giving me familiar characters in an unfamiliar setting, in an unfamiliar way that I truly been enjoying. And I can't get enough. However, none of those did make my Blue Light special. My Blue Light special this week is Inferno Hulk. If you've been reading the Incredible Hulk leading up to this, and that some of these books are actually turned out to be really hot. I don't think a lot of people was expecting these characters to actually turn into some type of spec thing, but as far as like issue 30, issue 1 is going to second printing. No, these things ain't demanding, absolute Batman prices, but at the same regard, it's absolutely a great story. So how this was leading up with characters, and you're seeing the side of Hulk that you never saw before, a compassion, a care, an empathy, sympathy that is not normally associated with Hulk. It's normally, you get these Banner-esque style feelings, but with Hulk, so cool. Then when hey, it's not a spoiler now, when we get a removal of Banner from Hulk, you're now seeing more of an aspect of a separation and true identity of understanding how these individuals are just truly, totally different things. Now that we're not even seeing Banner at all, part of the Hulk, and Hulk's taken over by the eldest is goo or whatever. This is so awesome. And I can't wait. When he clapped his hands and popped that soldier's head, oh my God. Inferno Hulk is probably, in my opinion, the Hulk that a lot of people have been waiting for again. And as far as this storyline is going, if you're remotely a Hulk fan, you need to get the last 2 arcs, I would say, and this Inferno Hulk. If you even have to wait till it comes out on trade, do so then. I'm just saying. Or wait for the second print. Should be coming out in 3 weeks, I would imagine. Hey, I truly appreciate the cruisers. You cruising on through. Thank you. And any of those that cruise on through, all of you on the rewind, I appreciate you truly. I do. And then, hey, that's it for me, Entropy. Until next week, peace.